Good morning, dear students. I welcome you all to yet another math online session. In today's module, we are going to learn how decimal is expressed as fraction in the lowest form. So let's get started. So here we have decimal numbers 0.8, 0.08, 0.008. Let's express these numbers in the fraction form. So first of all, we write the number in the as whole number. So 0.8 we write as 8 as a whole number. Okay, then we place fractional bar and look at the decimal places. So in the decimal number, if there are, according to the, depending on the number of decimal places, we can give the denominators 10, 100 and 1000 and so on. So here in this decimal number 0.8, there is only one decimal place is there. So here we can 10. So look at the zeros of these numbers. So 10, the number is 10. So we can give the denominator for this decimal as 10. So it is 8 by 10. So 8 by 10 further can be simplified into the lowest form. So which is 8 and 10 are even numbers, which is divisible by 2. So in 8, 2, 4 times. In 8, 10, 5 times. So the simplest form is 4 upon 5. And see the next number. The next number here it is 0.08. So 0.08, we write the number. First of all, we write the number as a whole number. So 0.08 as we write as whole number, it is 8. Then we draw fractional bar and see which number can be given as the denominator, 10, 100 and 1000. And here in this number, decimal number 0.08, there are two decimal places are there. And we choose the number which has two zeros. So two decimal places and 20, the number we can choose 100 to be the denominator. So 8 upon 100, we can further simplify it into the lowest form, which is in 8 and 100, 2 is a common factor. In 8, 2, 4 times. In 800, 50 times. So 4 and 50 again can be simplified. Half of 4 is 2, half of 50 is 25. So the simplest form is 2 upon 25. So last number, it is 0.008. So 0.008. So how do we write this? This number we write as a whole number first. So we write as whole number, then we place fractional bar. Then there are 3 decimal places are there. So the denominator we have to choose as 1000. So we choose 10, 100 and 1000 looking at the number of zeros and the number of decimal places in the decimal number. So in the decimal number, in this decimal number, there are 3 decimal places are there, and in 1000 there are 3 zeros are there. That's how we determine whether the denominator is 10, 100 or 1000. So we give the denominator as 1000. Then we try to reduce this number into the lowest term. So half of both are even numbers, so we can cancel in 2. So half of 8 is 4. Half of 1000 is 500, and again 4 and 500 are even numbers. We can reduce further into the lowest term. Half of 4 is 2, half of 500 is 250. So we get 2 and 250. 2 and 250 again can be reduced. 2, half of 2 is 1, half of 250 is 125. So finally we get 1 upon 125 as the fraction into the simplest form. Now let us see a few more numbers. Next, here we have another number 0.04. So how do we write this number as fraction? See, here there are 2 decimal places are there. So first of all, we write the decimal number as as whole number. So that is 4. Then we place fractional bar and we see the decimal places. There are 2 decimal places are there. Then which number do we choose here? 10, 100 or 1000? 10, 10 is there, so we can't write. So 100 100 is the number having 2 zeros. So 2 zeros and 2 decimal places in the decimal number. So we give 4 upon 100. Then we try to reduce it into the lowest form. So half of 4 is 2, half of 100 is 50. Again 2 and 50 can be reduced. So half of 2 is 1, half of 50 is 25. So at last we get 1 upon 25 as the simplest form of this fraction. See another number, 2.34. So 2.34 we first of all we write as whole number. So as we write whole number, 2.34 becomes 234. Upon we put this fractional bar, then we have to see what should be the denominator. Here there are 2 decimal places are there. So the denominator to be not 10. 10 has only 1 0. In 100, 2 zeros are there and there are 2 decimal places in the number. So we choose 100 to be the denominator of the fractional representation. Then next, we will have to reduce this fraction into the lowest form. So 234 and 100 are even numbers. So we can reduce first in 2. So half of 100. So here half of 100 is 50. Then half of 234. So 2 into 1 time. 2 in 3 again. That is 1 time. 1 remainder is there. 1 and 4 is 14. In 14, 7 times. So half will be 117 upon 50. I think 117 upon 50. It is in the lowest form. So next we see another number, 0.342. So what we do here, first of all we write this number as whole number by removing the decimal point. So the number becomes 342. So look at the decimal places. How many decimal places are there? There are 3 decimal places in this number. So what should be the denominator of this fraction? Can we choose 10 here? We can't choose, only 1 0 is there. So can we choose 100 here? We can't because only 2 zeros. So we need to have a number, we need to get a number having 3 zeros. So 3 zeros in 1000 and there are 3 decimal places in this number, in decimal number. So we choose 1000 to be the denominator. Then next we will try to reduce this fraction into the lowest form. So 342 we will have so first of all 1000. So 1000, if you take half of 1000, it is 500. Then half of 342. In 3, 2, 1 time, remainder 1. In 14, 2, 7 time. In 2, 1 time. So we have 171 upon 500. And 171 upon 500, it is in the lowest form. So I hope you understood. So thank you all of you. Have a great day ahead.